Okay, folks, welcome to what are we now? We are Wednesday, 23rd of November, 2022. Some decent stuff yesterday on the markets. Lovely bid across the equities after a little excursion to the downside. We've been looking at Euro stocks and DAX this morning selling to the downside. Sorry, we've got some of these graphics coming on here. But yeah, NASDAQ, really nice performance lifting here yesterday. But what we're going to look at is we're going to look at oil. We're going to look at the S&P, and we're going to look at, I think, Bitcoin. Actually, let's look at Bitcoin. So we'll kick off with Bitcoin here. Hotly talked about as always, really, as always. But I think we're coming back to quite an important area for Bitcoin. This 16,260s. I think ultimately looking at the bigger picture on Bitcoin, I think we're now caught in a trap of this area. There is also, this kind of lower compression area happening down here, okay? So I think when we move down and come to sideways compression, okay, we exit to the downside. And if we try and exit to the upside, that'll turn out to be a fake out, and then we will be quick order back to the 14,135. So just be careful of that. I'm not really going to refer to this again until it happens and completes. So yeah, you have been warned. I think that's what's going to happen. So sellers on 16,260s on Bitcoin is my suspicion here. All right. So just keep an eye out for that. You can see that trend as well up there coming into play. So all right, then on SPOOs, similar story on the NASDAQ and on the Dow. You have seen this week, though, a sort of a divergence between, a really, really hard divergence between NASDAQ and the Dow, for example. We were down like almost 0.5% on the NASDAQ, and then we were up like 0.5% on the Dow. So you don't see that too often. But this bull flag breakout, which we got yesterday, I mean, absolutely lovely. This is exactly what I talked about in the pre-US yesterday. So if you want to be getting on these trades, you want to get in the room. But this was SPOOs. A lot of us were on this. Boom. Didn't quite hit the 40-14s within yesterday's session, but we opened up on Asia Pac session and we hit that target. If you ask me, we're not only going to 40-36 quarters, which is kind of this double tap high from the 31st of August to the 1st of September as well there, or 2nd of September, but we're actually going a lot higher. We're actually going a lot higher over the course of this week. And, it's coming into Thanksgiving, so we're off Thursday, Friday. So is there a Thanksgiving rally, a bit of a turkey rally in these markets? I think there is. I don't see what is going to pull these markets back down here unless we have some hardcore Fed speak and talk about 75 basis points plus, and that's just not what we're looking at here at the moment. We've had a lot of Fed speak yesterday, and we're just not really getting that hawkishness coming out. So look, I think it's chucks ahoy to the upside, looking for longs in all the wrong places here. All right, so what's the trade, Tim? All right, what's the trade? That's all brilliant analysis, Tim, but what's the trade? Well, pull back to PVAH on the 4,000, clean 4,000 marker. If that fails, yeah, you could be looking at the P-Val 39.77's half, but this market is in fetal form here, up 0.13%, and I think it's going to have a run for the 36s before the market even opens. That's what I think is going to, but that's what it looks like here. Holding longs on the DAX, and maybe that will come to fruition. I mean, basically the low area like that we were looking to buy on SPOOs yesterday was PVAH here, VWAP, confident with the trend, breakout, pullback, bang. I mean, it just doesn't get any better than that. Just doesn't get any better than that. Lovely, lovely, lovely trading yesterday. All right. Oil. There's a lot going on, but essentially, we found all the buyers down here from that sort of, I want to call it a fake New York Times headline that they were going to produce 500,000 more barrels a day at the next meeting, December 4th. Finding the buyers, we push out, we pull back onto this trend, and then we're back up. What I don't think we're going to see these low prices again for, probably until the middle of quarter one. I really don't. So I think, it's 83.70's target at the moment and higher. Don't know what happened there. Yeah, so maybe the AI bots in my system know I wanted to press that button right there. Okay, so that's oil, and that's really it for a pre-US session. I mean, nat gas is tearing faces off here. It was up 6.5%. It's still up there. Nasdaq is up 0.1. Be careful on the Nasdaq. I think the pullbacks could be quite deep to the 50 EMA 11,592s. But yeah, look, I think these markets only have one thing in mind. All right, that is a pre-US look ahead. Have a great session, and I'll talk to you on actually next Monday, because we are closing for Thursday, Friday for Thanksgiving. All right, see you.